Hi everybody, Pastor Vince here. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Life Lifters. Our whole purpose with Life Lifters is to give your life a lift through a 5-minute blast of encouragement and scripture. You know, this is an exciting week for us here because on Thursday and Friday, August 5th and 6th, we're hosting for the 17th time the Global Leadership Summit. It's an opportunity for people to learn more about leadership in their daily life, in their business, in their work, in their home life, in every area of life. And so because we're doing that, this week we're going to treat you to 3 different sessions from last year's Global Leadership Summit. And so today we're going to talk about how to treat success with skepticism. You know, sometimes success can be a cover for something that isn't right. So how do you treat it with skepticism in an effective way? You're going to learn how in just a moment. I hope you enjoy it.
Think about this. When an organization fails, it comes very natural for us to ask tough questions as leaders. Why did we fail? How could we do things better? But when we are successful, we don't ask those questions naturally. We don't dig into the success and say, why were we actually successful? Was it because of good leadership? Was it because of exceptional market conditions? Was it because of external circumstances? How many leaders do you think confuse good leadership with good market conditions, for example? I think there's a lot, because when the tide is high, all the ships go up, right, as they say at Wall Street. Okay? So, I think that to stay relevant, successful organizations should think more like good gamblers. Okay? They should treat success with the same skepticism as failure. Ask the questions of a gambler. You know, why were we actually successful? How do we separate skill from luck? Okay? Is it possible that our league table sometimes lie too? Okay? So let me give you an example of how this treating success with same skepticism as failure looks like in a business. Okay? Lego. Lego is a very successful company. Over the past 15 years, they've gone from strength to strength. I've been very inspired by Lego because of the way and their willingness to question their own success. And this police station is a great example of that. Lego produced the police station a few years back. They produced 30,000 sets. They sent them all into the stores, and they were all bought by the consumers. Once they were bought, Lego unfortunately realized there's been a mistake in the packaging process. There was one brick missing in every single one of those. And it was not just a random brick. That brick was so crucial, you could not collect the police station without having that particular brick available. So think about this. Lego has a very generous consumer service that replaces anything you might be missing for free. Still, of the 30,000 people who bought this product, how many do you think Lego heard back from? Less than 2%. Less than 2%. So think about this. 98% had bought this product, had an unsatisfactory experience. Lego never heard back from them. They probably just went and bought the competitor's product the next time without selling it to Lego. So look, at 2% complaint rate in the toy industry is not a disaster. Lego could easily just have continued to do business as usual, don't take notice. But they were hungry to dig into this because they realized that when we hear from 5,000 complainers, we don't actually hear from 5,000 complainers. We hear from 1 million complainers because that's how many they actually represent. So when we hear from someone, we better listen. And that actually made them change procedures in consumer service to try and get even better. But it's an example of an organization that doesn't just take success for face value, but challenge it. And that is my first lesson for today. It is never trust success blindly, but treat success with the same skepticism as failure.